Okay, guys, I think something is a brewing for both for Bitcoin, the stock market, the dollar, gold. I'm going to cover all of that at the end of this video. Before we do, I'm going to cover price targets for Bitcoin, Ethereum, Link, OMG, ADA, DOT, and again, we'll cover the dollar index, gold, and Dow Jones. Before we get into this, guys, I'm giving away two of these 2020 American Eagle silver coins. They're uncirculated. All you have to do to qualify is leave a like, comment, and subscribe. There'll be two winners, two coins. And if you'd like to access these charts, just for this weekend, I am doing 20% off lifetime. If you want to contact me, just contact me through the contact page. The link for the website will be in the description. It's opticalartcrypto.com. Also follow me on Twitter. It's Optical Art Chart. The link will also be in the description. So this is a video I put out on October 9th. Let me play a little clip of this for you. With Bitcoin, so I told you your target above is around 11,136. You see we did push up. I said, guys, if you want to stay in, stay below resistance right here. Our current resistance at the time is around 10,886. You see we did push up. I'm going to cover the dollar index, guys. I said while the dollar was going down, be bullish on Bitcoin and alts. You can see, and I'll cover the alts as well, but you can see Bitcoin did push up. So your resistance is currently 11,136. We push above that, 11,446. So, I was telling you, if we pushed up, this red line would be your resistance around 11,446. Notice if we push straight up, that would be the target. And I was telling you, if the dollar came down, now I was expecting it to hold support here. So if the dollar hit here and held support and pushed up, that would be bearish for Bitcoin and altcoins. And I'll show you, so the dollar index, you can see it actually dropped past this. So if the dollar is dropping, you should be bullish on Bitcoin and altcoins. You can see we had a pump. That's because the dollar was dropping. We'll cover this in just a bit. If we go to this chart though, guys, this is that red line. You can see we topped out right at this line. Again, if we push straight up, that would have been closer to my target. But the point is when you make contact with the line, that's when you potentially want to get out. But just take note, we did hit this point, we got rejected. Your current support resistance levels, if we drop, this is going to be very strong support. You can see this has been support and resistance going way back, back since this is the 5th of September. So if we drop, a likely support level to buy in would be around 11,171. If we drop below that, 10,937 would be strong support. If we push up, guys, your next resistance, the next fib channel line above is going to be around 12,000. Depends on when you make contact, but this will be a likely point to get rejected if we push higher. This is that previous video, the same one. This is where I'm covering Ethereum. Let me play a clip of this real quick. Ethereum, your current resistance, and we're just above that now, is 358. We push up above that, I would look for potentially around 378. So, and this is the actual Ethereum chart. Notice, and this is why I was saying this would be strong resistance. If you go back, notice this was a lot of resistance and support. So this was a likely point to get rejected. So you can see we pushed up above 378. We came up above this fib channel line here. We got rejected at this point. We came back below. So your current resistance above is going to be around $379. If we drop, you can have very strong support. You see this has been a lot of support and resistance. So likely point to buy back in would be around, let's say 356. You will have very, very strong support around 330. If we push above this, your next strong resistance is going to be around 400. It's a nice even number as well, so if it does push up, I'd probably get out at 400. This is where I was covering Link. Let me play a clip of this for you. Link did push up quite a bit. You can see Link got up to $10.24. If we do drop, your first support level to potentially consolidate, back and forth will be right here around $10, roughly $10. If we drop below that, we'll have strong support at $9.48. And then very strong support down here around $8.82. If we do push up, guys, I would suggest, again, this is not financial advice, but $10.86 puts us right here at this white ring. If I go to the larger time frame, notice every time we hit this white ring, let me get rid of this. Every time we hit this white ring, we get rejected. Let me zoom out here. So it was support. Notice right here, we got rejected, and we've been moving down. So if we come back up, I do think it's very likely that Link, if we continue up, we will get a strong rejection at $10.86. So pay attention. So I was showing right at this white ring around $10.86 is a likely point to get rejected, and that's based off of this fib circle. So if we go to this actual chart, I'm zoomed out here. You see we got rejected. This ring was actually support. Back on the 21st of August. Once we were underneath this ring, it was resistance. We got rejected here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So that's why I said when we get to this point, it's likely that we would get rejected when we hit this ring. And notice when we actually topped out at this fib channel line. So if we go back, and that's what I say, guys, always go back and look how many times a line was respected to support and resistance. The more times it's respected, the likelier it is it'll be strong resistance when you push up. So if you pull this line out, it's right here. You can see this was a lot of support and resistance. And this is right where we topped out. And notice we came down, we pushed back up, we got topped out at, let me put this here. So we topped out right here at $10.98. Then we came down, we pushed back up, got topped out this fib channel line. So your current resistance right now is this white ring and this fib channel line. So if we push up, $10.78, it is possible we're topped out for Link. Obviously, if you push above this, we could get a pump. If we do come down, I think $10.16 is a likely strong support level. We do have support levels below. Again, the more times it's tested, the more likely it will be support. If we go back, you can see this line right here. This has been a lot of support and resistance. Let me pull this out. So if we do come down, if we drop past this point, likely point to, or good point to buy in, depending when you make contact, would be around $9.58. If we do push up, I think this is a likely point to get a rejection around $12. And that's because if you go back, you can see this was strong support and resistance. You got resistance, support, more support and resistance. So again, just like this line right here was strong resistance, I do think $12 whenever you make contact with this line. So if we continue up, I would get out around $12. And again, Monday I think something major is going to happen. It could go either way. I just think something is in the make. Something pretty big is going to happen on Monday, and this does go along with the dollar and gold. OMG, I was telling you guys, pay attention to this ring. We were respecting it. Support, resistance, support. Below it was resistance. Came back up, resistance, support, resistance. Pushed back up to the ring again. Came back as support. Pushed up as resistance. We broke above it. And notice that we got topped out right at this fib channel line right here. So this is your current resistance right now, this ring and this fib channel line here, around $3.85. If we drop a likely support level, your first support would be $3.61. If we drop below that, I think this yellow ring, you can see how well we're respecting this fib circle right here. So it is very likely if you come down, a good buy-in point would be around $3.32. If you push up, again, since we're respecting this fib circle so well, a good upside target to potentially get rejected would be around $4.20. ADA, currently, you can see that we've been respecting this fib channel line right here. This goes back a good ways. This was a lot of support and resistance. So you can see we did push above it, and now we're finding support. So if we break this support currently, which is right here at 0.1088, if we break that, your next support level is 0.1061. Your next strongest support is going to be 0.099 or potentially 0.0977. This would be the point I would buy in. You will also have strong support down here. If we drop below that, potentially right here at 0.0930. If we push up, I think you can have very strong resistance right here at 0.1148. This is just the next fib channel line above, and you can see how accurate these fib channel lines are. So obviously if you push up, it's very likely we get rejected at this point. DOT, you can see that we pushed up. Now guys, when I was talking about in the previous video, if you notice this white ring right here, this white fib circle, every time we hit this, let me move this out of the way, notice we came down, we came up as resistance, came down, came up as resistance, support, resistance, respecting this white fib circle. Got resistance, we pushed up. Where did we push up and get rejected? Right at this ring. We came down, pushed up, got rejected again, found support, resistance. As soon as we got up past the ring, that's when we pushed up. So right now, your current resistance for DOT is right at $4.73. We pushed above that, and if you're bullish on DOT, I think a likely point to get out would be this ring up here, potentially right at this fib channel line. So I think a likely upside target if we go up much higher would be $4.71. A good strong support level. Again, you know, respecting all of these fib channel lines. This is your next support level below, would be right here. So if we have a drop, you know, I would watch potentially $4.18, and this will be your next strongest support. This would be the point I would buy in, $3.90. And again, if it pushes up, I'd get out around $4.71. Bitcoin. So this is the weekly chart with the moving averages. If you know, again, this goes with gold and the dollar index. You know, if the dollar keeps dropping, gold keeps going up, stock market goes up as well. You know, the highest point I see us going is around 14,143, depending on when you make contact. But you can clearly see every time we hit this ring, every time we hit it, let me get my brush on here. Every time we hit it, we get rejected, rejected, rejected. We came down, we hit it, we got rejected again, again. We came back down, tested the 20-week. So if we push up, the likely point to get rejected. If we pushed up, I would get out right here to potentially come back down. You know, it's possible we could push up higher, but I do think when we hit this point, we'll get rejected, just like we did the last two times. And this goes all the way back to the 27th of April. If we do drop, guys, we need to hold. Let me get rid of this. We need to hold this 20-week. If for some reason, like I said, I think something is brewing here. Something's going to happen on Monday. If we continue up, this will be the point to get out. If you ride this all the way up. But if we break this 20-week, this is around, right now is 10,350. If we break this 20-week, I do think 7,379 will be a likely support level. We have been respecting this orange fib circle here. That does seem like a likely point to catch support. Again, if that breaks, we could go much lower, but we'll cross that bridge if we get to it. Let's see. So the dollar index, you know, if the dollar keeps dropping, that's bullish for Bitcoin and altcoins and the stock market. If we come down to this point though and we find support and start pushing up, you'd want to be short on Bitcoin and altcoins. So we'll need to see if Monday we hold support here, start pushing up. If we drop below this, hey, you know, we might be headed to the moon. Again, you know, gold is pushing up. Your resistance above is potentially around 1,952. It seems like since gold's pushing up and the dollar's dropping, a lot of smart money is probably getting out of the dollar, jumping into gold, and this makes me think that potentially something might happen on the stock market soon. If people are jumping into gold, it's a hedge against the stock market. I think a lot of dumb money is still in the stock market right now. Again, it's possible we push higher, but if gold's pushing up, you know, smart money knows something because they're jumping into gold and the dollar is dropping. So the dollar continues down, gold continues up, and this goes along with this chart here. Notice that we got topped out right at this blue ring. This is my Dow Jones chart. We got rejected right at this ring. Now it is possible we push above this ring. I think if we do push above this ring, we probably could get one heck of a pump, or we're potentially topped out and we start coming back down. Your first support level will be 27,858. I just want to zoom out and show you this blue fib circle, how accurate it's been and how far back it goes. And this goes all the way back to 2018. Notice when we pushed up, and this was a perfect pivot. We came down, found support and resistance on this ring. We bottomed on this blue ring, and we pushed up, got resistance, pushed up, got resistance, respecting all of these center rings in this blue fib circle. Got topped out perfectly right here. We rode down this blue ring, found support right on this blue ring. We rode down this ring, we got rejected here. We kind of got rejected, rode down it a bit. We got rejected here, came down to this this white ring here, pushed back up, got resistance. We pushed above it, got a pump. That's what I'm saying. If we pushed above this ring, we could expect a pump. We came up here, we didn't quite make it to it. You can see we found support and resistance on this ring. We dropped below it and we came down. So again, this is this next blue fib circle. So we are at this point now. If we can't make it above this, obviously we're coming back down to test our next support level. If we do, our closest support below is right here, around 28,434. So if we hold support there and we keep coming up, we test this blue ring and we push above it, it is very possible the stock market get one heck of a pump. If that's the case, be bullish on crypto. But if we are topped out here, we could be coming down much lower. And just because gold is pushing up so high, the dollar, you know, it broke this major support. It just seems like it's very possible Monday we could have a big move. Now, I'm not saying which way we're going. I'm just saying pay attention. We're at this ring. This could be resistance. And if you follow me for a while, you know how these rings play out. As soon as we break this ring, we can get a heck of a pump. So then a lot of these upside targets I gave you could possibly be hit. But guys, that's pretty much it. Make sure if you want to qualify to win one of these coins, you leave a comment, like, and subscribe. The live stream, I'll probably do a live stream on Monday, and I'll use that random comment selector to pick the winners. Again, if you want to take advantage of that 20% off, make sure you contact me through the contact page. The website's opticalcrypto.com. All these charts play out live, so click the link, they load up. And make sure you follow me on Twitter, it's Optical Art Chart. Guys, that's it. Until the next video.